Greetings and wonderful Friday. Happy family. I'm glad to be back today. First of all, let me just say this because I always forget to say it. If you are seeing this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like this video, okay? And if you are seeing this on the other social media platforms, thank you very much for your just your integrity and your loyalty for stopping by to check out what I'm saying. Make sure that you like, and it's such a compliment when you do share it to someone that you care about or someone that you feel would be interested. I'd really appreciate it. Now, with all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do Friday's reading. Friday is connected to the day of Venus, which really is about love. However, I like to also include self-love. We're always looking out and deciding to see about our love life. However, how are we loving ourselves, right? How are we pouring into ourselves? So let's see what that looks like and if we can do a little more for our personal growth. So I'm going to pull that first foundational card, and it is the Eight of Pentacles. However, it is reversed. Second card, I like this, Three of Cups. Very good card to see. And this is the Seven of Wands. However, it shows up reversed. And the latter card is the Seven of Swords, and it shows up right side up. Okay, so our foundation right now is the Eight of Pentacles, and it is reversed. So we're looking at relationship to ourself. We may not be putting enough physical attention to ourselves. And I'm going to say it this way. Sometimes we can deflect. You know, when somebody gives you a compliment, and instead of saying, oh my gosh, thank you, we'll deflect that from ourselves, that attention from ourselves, and then give it to somebody else. It could be as simple as, oh, wow, your blouse is beautiful. And then someone says, that's receiving the compliment, oh yeah, but so-and-so looks better in that color. And you think, I saw it on you. It's beautiful on you. If I were to see it on the other person, then I could give that person the compliment. And so this tends to happen a lot, especially when we do a lot for our friends, our family, our community, and it's hard to receive commendation. It's hard to receive appreciation because for various reasons, right? We don't want to look conceited or that we think so much of ourselves. And so it can be really hard in that way. So that's where that card is that it's showing us that this is about, and it's reversed, Pentacles being the very mundane, very earthly, that spending time on yourself, beautifying yourself, and accepting how others show appreciation is something that we can all work on. The second card is upright, which is Three of Cups. I love this card. It's a celebration of friendship. It's a celebration of good communication. And so here, being the fact that we had the foundation card, letting us know that we need to pay more attention to ourselves. One of the ways that we can do that, and we might be doing it, is hearing commendation, accepting commendation, and giving commendation, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean you have to give commendation, that you have to give it away, like the example that I gave you prior. Celebrating yourself is a good thing. And that's what, here we're dealing with self-love for today. Celebrating yourself is very good. Now, the third card, which is moving forward. Moving forward is the Seven of Wands. And it shows up reversed like this. So in regards to today's energy being that it's self-love, we aren't necessarily sticking up for ourselves. And that's something that can be worked on. However, at the same time, the card reveals that we could be combative with our own self created expression. And that we can let go of because it's not serving you. It's really so beautiful when somebody accepts a compliment or steps into the beauty of their own power. It's really, it's invigorating. It's wonderful to see. And when people have genuine care for someone in their community or in their friendship or family circle, they thrive and they look forward to seeing you do well. And in addition to doing well, that you feel well about it. So the last card is the Seven of Swords. And this card is letting us know, giving us a strong reminder, don't look back. Step into your power, speak your truth, speak life to yourself, and release the need to look back at your flaws. It's okay to review them. It's okay to have discernment over them. However, to linger at looking back at what you haven't done, it's not serving any good purpose in your creative intuitive work. So that's our instruction for the day. That's our admonition. That's the suggestion. Stay looking forward. Be in your creative thought. Write it down. Here's your pen right here. Write it down. These are all your irons in the fire, perhaps. It's okay to have a couple of irons in the fire. You can find out which one works best for you. Well, that's my message for today. And thank you for hanging in there with me for under 10 minutes here. I'll be back on Monday. However, I am going to begin creating my series called Street Tarot, and that is, I started it a little bit ago and then I kind of put it down and I got distracted by a few people that didn't appreciate what I was doing, and I was listening to that and I thought, why are you listening to that when the whole purpose of learning tarot is to understand your environment, like to let the world speak to you when you need an answer, right? So, and I love doing that. And so I would like to share that with you. So I'll be developing that this weekend. Anyways, blessings. I'll talk with you soon. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to ubeewell.com. That's the letter U, beewell.com. I'll talk to you later. Ashe.